Hi Pisces, this is your past life Tarotscope. I am recording this in February 2017, but these videos are truly timeless. The information of this video, I feel, comes into your conscious awareness when the informations presented actually pertain to your life experience at this time in the now. So, for you guys, honestly, I wasn't sure what was going to come out, but I do want to point out the Atlantis card has come out quite a bit in the readings, and for you guys specifically, where this falls, it's pretty magical. But before I get into that, I do want to talk about your South Node for just a moment. If you don't know what that is, it's found in your astrology chart, and your South Node indicates the energies that you were working with in a previous lifetime that are coming forth into this lifetime. And now I've left a link to obtain a free natal chart so you can find out what your South Node is to help you further investigate your past life energies. Because once you discover what your past life node, South Node is, you can just type it into Google and you're going to find unlimited amounts of information about having a South Node in any specific sign, what it means for you, okay? So, I have pulled some energies for your South Node, but as I'm basing the reading of this off of your sun sign, it's not going to be specific to your South Node sign. It's just energies to help me do this past life reading. And I am coming down with a cold, so I do apologize for sneezes and coughs, and if I have to blow my nose. I'm just under the impression as long as I can divinate the cards just fine, the show must go on regardless of the obstacles that I am facing at this time. So I hope that my presentation of my voice is not too distracting, because I love this reading, and I'm a Pisces too, so again, I wasn't really sure what would come out and if any of this would even pertain to me whatsoever, because any reader will tell you reading for yourself can sometimes be near impossible, because it's hard to have an outside perspective when you're right in the middle of a situation, especially when it's your own energy, so it's hard to see past it sometimes. Anyways, you guys have, for the past life energy cards, finances, scribe or writer, Atlantis, and the arts. And when I look at the South Node energies that are coming in, and then the gift that is yours that nobody can take away from you, and then like the curse or the energy you must overcome in this lifetime, I'm like, wow, wow, where do I even begin for you guys? This is so amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna start with Atlantis because of this. Where it falls in the reading for you guys, what it's telling me is different than it has been for the other signs where this has popped out. And I say that because what sits under Atlantis for Pisces is Two of Chalices, which is the Two of Cups, and as you see, what's happening here? Love is happening here. And then the person that is coming forth from this lifetime in this energy is being represented by the Judgment card, Major Arcana. And then we have Faith. And then You Are Loved. So much information coming through right here. Now, based on what I see with your South Node, Pisces, we have the Empress, the Chariot reversed, and then the Ten of Swords. What this tells me, excuse me, is that you are so much more attractive than you know. And the reason why I say that is because with this coming out as you are loved, this is in the lineup of this past life energy, but also this card stands alone as advice from spirit. So with this South Node energy coming through, many of you don't know how amazing you truly are, how attractive you are, how much you shine, how magical you are. You don't know it. And the reason why you don't know it is going to be different for every single one of you. I could go on and on about all the reasons why you don't know that you're amazing and beautiful and so forth, and that you are very loved. But this energy is like you were that in your previous life. You were very attractive. You were, abundant. And what I see with this finances card, I know you were abundant in your past life, okay? Finances were not your issue in your past life. This, I'm getting, is more about like romantic ties that made you question and doubt who and what you truly are. And you left your last life feeling quite defeated and stabbed in the back. And because you come through as the Empress sitting upright on her throne, I don't feel like this was in business or with your finances. This is more about love and maybe even your creative talent or gift that you were offering. There was some sort of rejection, and it really impacted your self-esteem last lifetime, and that energy comes through into this lifetime because the lesson contained within this wasn't fully incorporated or received by you before you passed on. And everything is a cycle, and that life leads into this, and what you were working on here, you're still working on now. If it wasn't completed, it's just set up in completely different scenery, people, it's packaged differently. So with this here, talking about this Two of Cups, this love connection, I think for the Pisces that I'm reading for this particular video, you've had a lot of struggle in relationships and romantic partnerships, and also finances. And I think Sagittarius, I believe it was Sagittarius, had kind of that same kind of energy of struggle in romantic relationships and finances. Though for you guys, I see the financial struggle more severely than I did for Sagittarius. Depending on your age or where you are in your soul evolution this lifetime, there is this love that is here for you. Romantic love. And because we have the Faith card here, and then you are loved, I think for many of you that are watching this, you have not met this person yet. You haven't. Or if you have, it hasn't gone to a romantic level yet. But there is this spiritual relationship that has a tie that goes all the way back to Atlantis. So whoever this individual is, as they're coming through as the Judgment card, I cannot give you a single zodiac sign. I just know they are very powerful spiritually. You guys, this is a connection that you have never had with another human being on this planet. I would even go as far as to say even your own children. And this connection is of the soul. And romance, passion, all of that is almost irrelevant. It's not that it doesn't exist between the two of you, but it's as though you both are so spiritually evolved when you come together that you recognize the human experience in a romantic partnership from the soul experience of a romantic partnership. There's no confusion. That line is very clear for you guys. That's why I'm saying your age or where you're at in your soul evolution of this lifetime has everything to do with when you align with this person. Because when you come together, this connection isn't... I feel for many of you, you think you have been with this soulmate, and you haven't. You've been with soulmates, okay? You're a Pisces. So the chances that any sort of romantic relationship that you entertain and feel extremely emotionally connected to, you have many past lives with your lovers of this lifetime, those that you are extremely connected to, all right? But this relationship, there is not any conflict or contrast to the energy of this relationship. That's not to say that you guys are always going to get along. I never mean that when I say there's no contrast. What I'm getting at is there are no games here. It's not like you chase this person or they chase you. None of that even applies to this. That's what I'm talking about. It's you, by the time you come together in a romantic way with this person, you are too grown and wise. You are too connected into your soul wisdom, and so are they. Coming through as the Judgment card, like, get out of freaking town. They are equal to you when it comes to psychic ability, being empathic. Like, you know, Pisces is notorious for being the most spiritual sign of the zodiac, the most connected into the non-physical, the energy of Pisces, I should say. So this person could be a fellow Pisces, but I'm not really getting that sense. I think that this is an energy that is kind of opposite your energy of your astrology chart. Or your sun, moon, and rising may mirror each other. Like, you might be, you know, water sun, air rising, and earth moon. And they're air sun, water rising, and an earth moon. It doesn't have to be that the zodiac signs perfectly align, but the energy of those signs may line up in your sun, moon, and rising precisely. Like, it just, there's synchronicity that you'll see. But aside from that, it's like everything else, what you lack, they contain, and what they lack, you contain. And this perfect circle here, you guys create this perfect circle. That's why I'm saying there's no games with this person. There really has never been games with this person if you already know them. It's not like that. And so many people confuse soulmate energy with that intense, crazy passion, physical connection, you know. And even if you feel that kind of spiritual connection where you feel like you communicate to telepathically and so forth, when there is a bunch of challenge, that is not this. Those kind of soulmate connections are shaping you and growing you, and are probably not who you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Elizabeth Gilbert explained a soulmate the best way I've ever heard it explained. And it's not always about this perfect person. Many soulmates we encounter in our romantic life are quite challenging, and they're shaping us and growing us, pushing us into becoming closer to our own spirituality and soul. All right? And many of you that I'm reading for have come into that place within yourself, or are coming into that place within yourself spiritually, where you understand the difference between that soulmate connections. Is this a soulmate love that is going to be my partner, my true partner in life? Or is this a soulmate that's going to grow me? Because it's not to say your partner in life soulmate isn't going to grow you, but this energy of this individual in this reading, there isn't games that are played. There's not been deception here. There's no betrayal. This vibration of energy is so pure. This is roots of Atlantis. This is where this love connection comes from. So, and then just with faith, and you are loved. The love that you guys feel for each other, it's not anything you have known. It's not even like it's going to even feel romantic. And I'm struggling here. You are going to have passion, chemistry, romance. Like, that is the human experience of a romantic partnership. That will be present, okay? I'm not saying that it's not. But the vibration of love that you feel for this individual is not, it extends so far beyond romance, the vibration of romance, of what you perceive romantic love to be, that you're like, I thought I met my soulmate, but then I met you, and wow, I had no idea. I had no imagination about this level that I was about to step into when you came into my life. And this is a general reading, so this is not for everybody, but this here, first thing that pulled me is so strong. So if you are single and alone and you are really struggling with that, and I see, as I talked about the energies coming through the South Node, you are loved. You are loved by the universe. You are loved by the non-physical realm. And every shitty relationship and shitty ass person you have encountered has only been shaping you for this. And this is going to be worth it. And you are loved. This person has already loved you 1,000 years. Christina Perri, 1,000 years. That song, that is the melody of this love right there. It's not about what you guys look like, what you guys have, your status, the great sex. That is so irrelevant. It's out of this world. It's your Atlantis connection. It's a vibration of energy that does not exist on the earth plane at this time. The only place this energy exists is inside of you and all those others who have this as their roots. And when you come together and align with somebody with these roots, that you have this beautiful, ancient love affair, okay? And when I say ancient, this is what I really feel about this. You have experienced many, many, many lifetimes without each other leading up to this one, okay? Your roots are from there, and this is where this energy stems from. And it did come forth in other incarnations, but there has been a very big gap of time, of human time, of earth time, that you guys have not been incarnating together. Okay, you've been doing other work, doing other things. And you, even at times, they have been physically focused, incarnated, and you have been in the non-physical, offering them love, guidance as a spirit guide. But more than that, I feel it's stronger that they were that for you. Such a spiritual connection here. And this lifetime, it's like ancient love. And this ancient love is only with this soul. This soul. This is not twin flame. This is not soulmate. This is so beyond that. You're probably like, shut the hell up about this already, but I cannot stop. This is, in all the time I have ever read, I have never, ever felt this or seen this kind of connection. It's almost honestly bringing tears to my eyes, because I understand the heartache and pain that many of you have been through in regards to the relationships you've experienced, and feeling so let down and so betrayed, like offering such a pure vibration of love just to be betrayed and stabbed in the back. And in all of my life, what I see here is something I have never seen before. And I didn't even know that something like that existed until I read these cards. So, for who this pertains to, this is ancient love that nothing you have ever experienced in this lifetime can even touch or compare to. And like I said, 1,000 years, whether you both have been here together at the same time or one or the other, there's always been this stream of energy that you give to each other. And there are just no words. This is, when this shows up, you won't question it. This person would never harm you. The energy here, the energy you share, the history of your souls would never allow it. Okay? It's an impossibility. The vibration of you and the vibration of them and the coming together, it's just not even a possibility. You guys come together to exist in harmony. It's such a blessing. I know that this is not going to resonate for everybody, but who this is for, you are such a wise old soul. And I was really feeling this super wise soul energy in Aquarius. So this could be you and an Aquarius. And you guys are spiritual royalty, the elite, the finest of the finest, renegades coming here to shake things up. And that's why when you come together, it's nothing but mutual love and support, because you guys come here to do spirit's work. And that, because I have arts here and scribe, that's going to play out in so many different ways. But spirit brings you guys together because you have work to do. And so this isn't contrast, clashing. No. This is something that you don't even know exists inside of you until this person shows up and you are both triggered. And it's oh, Pisces. You want magic? Wait until this shows up. Every tear you shed, every player that came your way, it will not matter. And this is like the blessing, because you've been through some really heavy, challenging, emotional and financial situations this life, and in past life a lot of emotional situations regarding love and romance. Okay, so now that I got that out, holy cow. Let's move on. Sorry about that, Pisces. But oh my God, I'm telling you, everything that is out there about the esoteric, the non-physical, is truly what somebody's channeled or said they've channeled, or their theory or their idea. So I'm telling you right now, there is stuff that we just don't even know, and it's time to really step outside of the box. And when you come together with this person, that's exactly what you're going to do, because there is no information that you can find anywhere in physical existence at this time that can even explain what this is. It's just no. That I had to fight back tears like you have no idea. And I'm just doing a general reading. What this energy is, I've never, ever, ever seen in a reading in all my life. And it's just, we don't know what that is. But when you two come together, you're going to know. And maybe you are going to change the way people view soulmates and twin flames and how all that works, because you guys are fucking out of this world. When you guys come together, oh my God, watch out, Earth. Because you guys have some serious work to do, and you're going to change things. You are both very wise souls. So, all right. What I drew for you guys that is your spiritual gift that nobody can take from you. I have the first chakra, Archangel Michael, and then the chess queen. So what this tells me is Archangel Michael and the Archangel realm in general is definitely partnering with you this lifetime. As if you didn't already know that, you know, you all have a entire army of angels at your back. So Archangel Michael, the energy of this is really strong for you, this life experience. So reaching out to Archangel Michael, you are going to notice the benefit of that. You're going to feel the energy of that, because you have rite of passage to this divine help, okay? And archangels are, you know, very divine beings, but for those of you where this Atlantis root comes in, you have that. It's almost as if they are serving you. Like, there's no way to explain this, okay? This Archangel Michael is here with you in this life because of the spiritual elite that you are, the master that you are, okay? And then chess queen, trust and strategizing. You are always going to find a way out of everything. Sagittarius also had this as a strength that nobody can ever take from them. And this is where, you know, people think of you as being lucky having 9 lives, because it's no matter what, you're always going to come out on top. And that's not to say you're never the underdog, but somehow, some way, you always get yourself out of everything. You just have a magic to you where you can tap into the universe, and you see the way, you know the way, and you have all of this angelic help always guiding you. And so when things aren't working out for you, or you just feel like you're making a lot of bad decisions, it's because you're not really open to all the angelic wisdom and guidance that is there for you. And the reason for that is because you are such a wise soul. So you don't make mistakes or make bad choices because you're not wise. It's part of this experience for this life. It's leading you somewhere. So if you ever feel like you're kind of alone in a situation and you have been reaching out, it's because you're fully capable, and you on a soul level want to find your way out on your own. You don't want your army of angels to come in and support you and lead you through. You want to figure it out on your own because you are capable. And that physically manifesting through the avatar, which is you, that changes your life experience here, and that's part of the journey of your soul in the physical sense, okay? So you guys are always very, very angelically supported. Now, what is your curse, or what must be overcome, is door to personal healing and happiness, and then the Horse King, assistance and control. So what I get for this is, because of the vibration of you, and especially those with this Atlantis root, wow, I'm still like hung up on that. You may have found that much of your life, because you are such a wise soul, you have encountered a lot of contrast and challenge, especially in romantic relationships, and it's made it very difficult for you to be as happy, or maybe even physically healthy, as you feel like you should be or could be. And again, it really shows up in that South Node energy. It's with those Ten of Swords. This life is truly about you learning how to have your own back and stand on your own. You have all this angelic support, and for many of you, you have a lot of support in your physical reality, but on a soul level, you have chosen to stand alone. And you need to understand that in your consciousness. Because for many of you, I feel as though you feel rejected, stabbed in the back, a loner, lone wolf. You can't trust anybody. People always let you down. They're just shitty. It's not that they are, and it's not that there's not a ton of people in this lifetime that just want to love the shit out of you. And again, you have a whole army of spiritual assistants. It's that you, your soul, you don't want it. Like, really let that resonate with you. You don't want it, and you don't want it because you don't need it. You, through the physical avatar, you want to achieve utter independence, and you're always connected to source, okay? But what I mean is, you're a master, and you know you're a master. Masters don't need assistance and guidance at all times. So that is why you stand alone so often. And that is why, because of this, that's really affected your happiness, and maybe to the degree that it's affected your health. But you need to not see your life as a punishment, the things that you've encountered at all. You are capable of overcoming all of them, and in doing so, there is an achievement for you, not on a soul level, but the you, the physical you, that allows this happiness to finally become the predominant energy of your life. And really, it comes from you knowing that you're a badass. And when it comes to the love and romance, I just feel like so many of you are so insecure, like you just don't even know your own worth and value, and so you've really put up with and tolerated a lot of romantic situations and partnerships that you wouldn't otherwise. And it's attacked your self-esteem and your self-worth. But again, you're a master. It's for you to be torn down, to build yourself back up and be like, okay, what do you got for me now? And the more you can see the challenges you've faced as that type of thing, they're more to show you that you can, in your physicality. Yes, you can. You are so gifted, okay? You have so much magic and luck around you. And the challenges that you've experienced have really sabotaged you in the emotional sense, but you can overcome this. You are meant to stand alone, and that doesn't mean that you have to not have friends and family and romantic connection. I mean, you need to come into a place where there's nothing you fear losing, because you know you're always going to be okay, because as long as you got you, you're all right. Another song just came to me, and it's probably because this here, so I feel like these songs that are coming to me really mean something to you guys. G-Eazy, Me, Myself, and I. That song is such a perfect depiction of this energy. Listen to that song. Listen to what he is saying. He's, he recognizes that no matter what he has going on around him, no matter how many people are supporting him or how many people are hating him, it doesn't matter. As long as he's true to himself, he's loving himself, as long as he's there for himself, it's all good, and he's going to get there. And anybody who has become anybody or anything will tell you that there is so much that they had to do on their own, and there were so many people that let them down, turned their back on them, stabbed them in the back, betrayed them. It's like the road to success, to reaching those big dreams and goals, is littered with challenge and contrast. And it's that way because if something is just handed to you and you don't have to work for it, and you don't have the experience to receive it, you're not qualified. You don't really deserve it, and it's just going to blow up in your face anyways. But when you've had to do everything on your own, you have the experience. You are qualified. Nothing was handed to you. So when you finally get to the top of that mountain and you do catch a break, it wasn't handed to you. You worked damn hard for that. And when you work hard for something, you are never going to let it go. Nobody's ever going to be able to take it from you. And you being Pisces, you want to give, love, and share with everybody. I get it. But you have to really become assertive with yourself, with boundaries. And realize that only be there for others when you can afford to expend the energy, with no expectation that they will ever be there for you, because in that space it leaves you feeling like this. And eventually, when you are fully versed on being on your own, being independent, and recognizing what that truly means, nobody can stab you in the back anymore. It's not to say that you become emotions of steel, but you just elevate to a different kind of realm, and it's you just see life differently. And when you are fully capable of standing on your own 2 feet and you don't need anybody, again, certain things can't hurt you. Nobody can control you, okay? When you have to depend on somebody for anything, in a sense, you're giving them control over you, because then you owe them back. But when you are fully capable and able and standing on your own 2 feet, you don't owe anybody anything. Therefore, they have no control over you, no power over you, unless you outrightly give it to them freely. And frankly, when you have stood on your own 2 feet and you've worked damn hard for where you have gotten in life, you are not going to be interested in handing your power or control over to anybody. I don't give a shit who they are. You're like, oh hell no. I've got to be strong and independent in myself, or I ain't got nothing for you. I don't. You're damn right. I'm this empress. I am abundant. I am fertile. I'm full of life. I make things grow. I'm magical. But I got there by my damn self, all on my own. And that's not to say people don't support you, because, we all have relationships and different people that carry us in a supportive way. But what this is saying is, you guys really get to where you're going this life on your own, and that's part of your path and part of your journey. And that's why this love relationship, if this is part of your destiny, I feel comes kind of later in life, like mid to later 30s, 40s, or beyond, because of the magnitude and the depth of what this is. Now, over here, we have the finance card. And interesting, what follows that is the Three of Orbs, which would be the Three of Swords in the standard tarot. And then we have this Queen of Swords, perception, and then acceptance. Now, what this is telling me for you Pisces is, I feel as though many of you who are watching this have struggled a great deal with finances this lifetime. And with the Queen of Swords coming out there, I believe that many of you have been single parents where you haven't received any sort of financial support from the other parent, or many of you may have completely raised this child on your own. You haven't even had like family members. If you, the help that you have had has come from like established daycare facilities or friends. I just, with this, I get that many of you have struggled financially, and this has kind of been going on your whole life. Like, you've always kind of just had to provide for yourself somehow, some way. And because you are, if you are still struggling financially, it's only because you are stuck in this mental vibration of worry and concern and feeling guarded, like you only can depend on you. It ain't nobody there for you. Money is not easy to come by. It's like that kind of vibration, and like you've had to work so hard. And oh my gosh, I'm totally about to sneeze. I apologize. Ugh, that's cold. So anyways, it's like you're still, if you are struggling financially, Pisces, it's because of your own mental beliefs. It's your own vibration, and you need to switch your perception about it. Okay, and that happens by accepting where you are, accepting what is, because you know what, frankly, I just have to say this, being broke is not the worst thing in the world, okay? I'm a Pisces, I'm right there with you. I can honestly say throughout my life, my finances have been up, down, up, down, up, down, okay? It has been more in the last few years that things have just really evened out to a steady pace, but that has, again, everything to do with me, who I am, and my vibration. But being broke, Pisces, is not the worst thing in the world. And you know what, for some of you, that's the perception that you need to come into, because there are moments I experienced when I was so broke, and gifts that I received from other people, and just things that the universe lined me up with that if I was super financially abundant would have never happened for me. And some of that stuff was some of the most beautiful things in my life, and I would not trade those moments for the world. So when you can stop seeing money as something that you need to survive, that you need to be happy, that you need to buy you this, that, or the other, whatever it is, like, let it go, because being broke is not the worst thing in the world. It's not. And believe me, I've been flat broke, having kids that I have to feed and take care of, bills that I can't pay. I've been there, and it sucks, and it's not easy. But now, I don't fear being broke anymore, because it's not the worst thing in the world. It's truly not. And I don't feel any of you listening to this are meant to live a lackful existence this life, your whole life. If you are experiencing a great deal of financial lack, it has everything to do with your perception regarding money, the energy of money, how money comes to you. It's about you. And, you know, I'm sorry if you're like, don't want to hear that, but that's the message that comes through in these cards to me. I see you as an abundant being. And I'm not going to fluff it up and sugarcoat it, okay? This financial issues, if you have financial issues, Pisces, it's because of your own vibration. It's your own belief system, your own thinking around money, which means you have the power to change that. And it's here in your cards. It's Spirit saying you change your financial situation by your perception of your financial situation. And with this coming through in as past life energy, I apologize for blowing my nose. I get the sense that you, in past life, you lacked money at a point. But again, it was the same thing. It was your own perception. So you have the ability to change your financial situation. 100%, absolutely. Accept where you are. Find the gifts in where you are, because there are some, believe me, there are some. I know it can be hard to spot depending on how severe your situation is at times, but I would not change those moments for anything. And the way I feel about money now, it's just night and day, and it's changed everything. So I offer that gift of advice to you. And then next to that, we have Scribe Writer with 4 of Orbs, the High Priestess, Truth, and then Mother Mary. So with this energy, many of you in past life were authors, writers, scribes, channelers, because I see the High Priestess here and Mother Mary. And then I want you, when cards fall, I always feel like that is a synchronicity to what I'm saying. But if you see him, he's sitting on the beach, and you know, water always represents emotion, and then the sky's a little bit cloudy there, okay, and overcast. And he is showing as like a black figure, and then you see these orbs above his head and one behind him. What this is telling me with the scribe and writer is, you know, many of you received divine information in past life, and you channeled that through and brought it forth, you know, to others. And in this life, some of you, this is coming through again, where you are receiving divine information and you're channeling it and bringing forth. And just like I said, with the energy I got from this connection of the Atlantis card just being out of this world, never heard of before, I feel that Pisces watching this, you guys are interpreting energy on a higher level that is not in alignment with information that's being given on spiritual matters right now, today. And many of you are not bringing it forth because you're scared it will not be accepted, or you question yourself because it is so different than everything that's presented right now. And what you need to understand is everything that's presented right now is the accepted norm, and many people resonate with it. But if what was presented right now was the entire truth and all there was to be, then everybody would agree. And that's just not the case, okay? Trust the information that you get from Spirit. You have right of passage to be an author, to publish, to create things from a spiritual level, to be a preacher, to write, you know, channel, write poems, music. You see clarity where others see confusion. You understand emotion. You really have a gift, okay? That it's reiterated here with the High Priestess. This is very spiritual. And then with Truth, this is why I'm saying you guys are receiving information and ideas about the esoteric that is a new truth that needs to be disseminated into the collective consciousness. It's the next step up from where we are right now, and you need to trust that. And with Mother Mary here, this is like your rite of passage. You will be well received. You need to trust yourself, okay? You have this gift. You are receiving information. It is the truth. And for many of you, this is going to come back in through your writing, Okay? It could be through vlogging or other things like that, but many of you, this is going to come through writing. And you do have the rite of passage, and you are receiving information that nobody's ever heard of before. Trust it, put it out there. That is, you have the rite of passage. I can't say that enough. You have the rite of passage, and who cares? Who cares? You know, there was a time when some of our greatest minds that we think of today were shunned and laughed at and ridiculed. Don't hold back your shine. Don't hold back your soul wisdom because you're scared of what anybody else has to say about it. If people resonate with your message, then they're going to jump in on that. And from there, that's going to spark and trigger their own inner knowing and their own ideas, and things are just going to escalate and expand and grow as they should be, okay? So don't hold back your spiritual gifts, Pisces. We've already gone over this row of cards, and now we have the arts. With the arts, we have the Tower, the Knight of Coins, Beauty, and Compassion. Now, I'm getting a couple of different messages with this. First of all, the obvious, which kind of goes back to Atlantis and the Scribe, okay? You in past life, this almost feels like a cliche to even say sitting next to the Atlantis card, because with the Atlantis there, you've had so many lifetimes. It's, of course, you were famous or, you know, into the arts. It's just, it's a part of your soul. And this lifetime, your artistic ability is definitely shining through. Now, for some of you, you might have several different artistic abilities, and there's just one that I feel when the time is right and you are ready and you truly have the life experience to receive the notoriety or the success or the fame or the fortune that can come along with your gift, is when it will unfold for you, okay? But with this coming through as the Tower, I feel when you come on the scene, it just explodes for you. Or this gift is something that just kind of comes out of nowhere. You didn't know that you were so amazing at something, but for many of you, this is like when the time is right and you start putting your gift out to the world, whatever it may be, in a way that it's like you're making money. You're just going to explode, because with beauty here and compassion, your message, your information, your gift, your creative artistic ability that you're sharing, the vibration of it, the energy of it is going to be perceived as extremely and extraordinary beautiful by many, okay? And with the Tower there, it's almost shocking to you how many people will relate to you with this creative outlet that you present forth, okay? And this is not obviously going to resonate with all of you, because all of you are not going to put your artistic talent out there in a business sense, okay? But for those that this does resonate, there is something very special about your creative gift that you're going to give, and it's going to be unmatched. And you are going to have haters, okay? You are going to have haters that don't want to see you be victorious. But my love, my Pisces, you sit on your throne. You have in your past life, you will in this life. You are spiritual royalty. When Atlantis shows up in a past life reading to me, it always indicates spiritual royalty. And that, I don't mean that we're better, anybody's better spiritually than anybody else. What I mean is, it's a soul evolution that it pertains to the earth plane only is what I'm talking about. And so in the earth plane, you are royalty. You have been here since the beginning. And so you always will sit on your throne. You will always be provided for. Things will always miraculously work out for you. However, your personal happiness is what may be in question, as well as your abundance, being as abundant as you would like to be. But as I said, I feel many of you will overcome that because the power is truly in your hands. You radiate abundant, fertile energy, okay? And this here, I feel this energy, this lifetime, this flips around. You finally become victorious over those who have stabbed you in the back, and the naysayers, the haters. You become victorious over them this lifetime, and you move on because you made it to wherever you're going pretty much on your own, okay? It's by your own effort, your own struggle. You got yourself there, and that is where your victory comes into play. And when you can learn to be happy for yourself and your victories, that's when true happiness explodes inside of you. And then nobody nobody can take that away from you. Okay? Now for advice from Spirit, I have acceptance. Mother Mary, you are loved, and compassion. What I really get from these cards, the main message is that, again, many of you have felt kind of abandoned, stabbed in the back, loner a lot of your life. And even if you're surrounded by a lot of people who you know love and care about you, you still just have kind of felt alone. Spirit is saying you are so loved and wants you to know that you are so loved. You are so precious, okay? And you have Mother Mary, which for you guys, I feel this, in a spiritual sense, you have a guardian angel, a mother that's always looking out for you. And in your lowest, darkest moment, this energy comes to you and lays with you. Oh, another song came to me. And Mother Mary comforts me. Let it be by the Beatles, okay? Another song for you guys. Mother Mary comes to comfort you, and she is there. And you feel that energy. At your lowest, you are never alone, Pisces. You're not. You are so loved in the non-physical, and this energy comes in to comfort you and soothe you. And you really need to have more acceptance, self-acceptance, and compassion for yourself. Okay? I get a sense that many of you have been hard on yourself because you think something is wrong with you, because you have experienced all these challenging relationships in your life. And again, that wasn't about you. That was growing you and shaping you for this, for the reunitement of this ancient love that is going to be out of this world. So have love for yourself and accept where you are and have compassion for where you are, because, oh, Pisces, I promise you, being broke is not the worst thing in the world. There is so many gifts found in that space. And honestly, becoming wealthy within yourself is what creates the physical, monetary, tangible wealth in your reality. And when you get that, when you really get that, it's almost like there's this shocking success in your life financially, and you're expressing yourself through some sort of creative endeavor. So that is the past life energies I have for you, Pisces. I really hope that at least one of these scenarios of past life energies really resonated with you and offered you some guidance and clarity and direction. So until I read for you again, take care.